All right. Okay, so we'll start with 2020, work our way up. Good luck, everybody. And there is a lot for me to sort in this, so I will try to have this all shipped out tomorrow, but some of you may not get shipped until Friday. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can get some QBs to start us off here. Oh, good. And they're sticking together. This is the problem when you get these older years. All right, Josh Allen, Ken Anderson, Gesicki, Tomlinson, Dalvin Tomlinson. I don't even know who that is. Hardman, Bryce Love, Josh Reynolds, Michael Vick, Montana, Yeater on the green, going to Carolina. We got Zeke on the go hard or go home. And DJ Dallas for Seattle. Starting things off. All right. How about you give us a QB here? We got Harry, Matt Ryan, Marlon Davidson for the Falcons. Looks like he runs pretty quick for a big guy. All right, we need a QB. Come on. Come on, Prism. You got to do better than that. All right. Yannick, Odell, there's a card there. Cameron Hayward, Zeke, Curse, Jeffrey, Wagner, Mike Evans, Amos. We got Cooper Kupp on the green going to the Rams. Aaron Donald for the Rams on the unstoppable, and a Derek Brown, another big guy. Are they gonna withhold a QB? We got to get one QB. Come on. They got to give us one. Dexter Lawrence. Tom Brady, we approve. And Grant Delpit. Come on. Come on. We can't go down like that. We just can't. All right. I'm going to throw one more in because I want us to start with something better. So this one's on me, guys. We'll try one more time. Yeah. Hopefully this time, third time's a charm. Paris Campbell, Mark Andrews. Although, man, these want to stick. Miles Jack, Wentz. Come on, Wentz. Roquan, Dak, George Kittle, Ian Thomas. Man. Chris Carson. We got Roquan on the unstoppable for the Bears. Jalen Smith, Fireworks for the Cowboys. And Ben DiNucci. I was tempted to say bang there, but I won't do that to you guys. Are they gonna stop us again? Come on, Prism. Don't do us like that, Prism. Brandon Cooks, Derek Carr. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I tried, guys. I tried. All right. It wasn't meant to be, apparently. We're going to lay that down because I don't trust it. We're going to have to move on to 2021. I tried. Hopefully, 2021 will treat us a little better. I have a feeling it will. All right. Let's see some Jamars, Amon-Ra's, Waddles. Who else we want to see in here? T-Law. Good luck, everybody. Kareem Hunt, Harris, Shane Buechele. Remember old Shane? Eli Mitchell, Kyle Pitts. I forgot about Kyle Pitts. Kellen Mond. Wow, this is going back on the Donruss Elite. There's our first Jamar. We need more of those. And Dwayne Eskridge. I forgot about him too. Wow, the forgotten names of the past. That's pretty crazy. I don't see a contender. There's no contender in here. Kersaxon, I did give it the old college try. I did. All right. I guess that means those other packs are going to have some stuff in them later on. Scary Terry, Mahomes, Ian Book. My goodness, the names from the past. Kenneth Gainwell going to the Eagles. Elijah Moore for the Jets. We got Devontae, there we go, going to the Eagles. Sam Ellinger for the Colts. And a Trey Lance. I got to see Trey Lance doing some preseason work. He looked pretty good. Oh, the Chronicles. Yeah, this is an H2, the Chronicles. This is an H2. Rashad Bateman for Baltimore. Saquon, Justin Fields. That's nice. On the Prism Black. We approve. There you go, Bears. We like it. Sam Ellinger. Rondale Moore. And look at that, a Justin Fields numbered. 85 out of 399. Justin Fields pack. How about that? Kenneth Gainwell again. And a Najee for Pittsburgh. Yeah, not bad, Primo. Not bad. All right, we're starting to go in the right direction now. It was a rough start. It was a rough start. I don't know. I don't get to open too much Prism 2020 value packs. Those were pretty... That was a pretty rough start. I don't know if they're all like that or not. But they were pretty stingy. Pretty stingy back then, it appears. Aaron Rodgers, Heineke, Adam Thielen, Justin Fields again. He's just all over this box, Primo. Hey, look at that. We got a Trevor Lawrence, 29 out of 199. Nice little hit there, Jags. We approve. We got Javonte going to Denver. Ramondre going to New England. And Dwayne Eskridge again. All right. Look at those Jags. Mr. Steve. It'd be nice if they would throw us a little bonus auto here, is what we want to see. Cole Beasley, Austin Eckler, Kellen Mond. I don't know if we need you around here. Anthony Schwartz. Chuba going to Carolina. Khalil Herbert for the Bears. We got Ramondre again and Eli Mitchell for the 49ers. It's kind of fun to see some of these old cards again. I haven't looked at some of these in a good long while. Najee for Pittsburgh. ETN for the Jags. Another Fields. You're going to get all of them today, Primo. Jalen Waddle. There he is. We got one. And another Fields numbered 277 out of 399. Fields box. Rondale Moore going to Arizona. Davis Mills. And old Kyle Trask. I had a lot of hope for old Kyle Trask, and he is still sitting on the Tampa Bay bench after all these years. Yeah, that was a lot of Justin Fields, Primo. Did they, Darth Mako? I still have a Kyle Trask auto. All right. I guess that's it's going next to my Brendan Rice. Oh, I have terrible luck. All right. Mosaic No Huddle 2022 is next. We're looking at you, Brock Purdy. Let's go. Empty box. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's see some goodness in here. Montgomery, LaVisca, Donovan, Mike Williams, Trubisky, Woodson, Len Dawson, Mack, Isaiah Spiller for the Chargers, Evan Neal for the Giants, old Matt Corral. Thanks, Matt Corral. Trent McDuffie for KC on the disco. 1 out of 10 gold. There you go, Kansas City. And I believe that was a new person in here, wasn't it? Super Daddy. Gold, disco, Trent McDuffie. We like gold. We like gold. You know what? I'm approved on Whatnot, but I have never streamed over there. They're sort of like a backup plan if TikTok ever disappears. Marcus Mariota, DeAndre Swift, Dawson Knox, Debo, Clinton Portis, Devontae, Trent Williams, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys, Ebiketie for Atlanta, Drake London on the silver. We like that. And Harold Landry for the Titans on the disco. Silver Drake London. Take that, Matt. Greenard, Roquan, Mahomes, Josh Jacobs, Diggs, Thielen, Buckner, Kenny Pickett. Oh, Kenny. Tyrion Davis Price, Brian Cook. Oh, this is our auto. We got a Kid Reporter. Good luck, everybody. Derwin James on the Mosaic. And see, Calvin Austin III on the No Huddle auto going to Pittsburgh, which is Steel City. There you go, Steel City. No Huddle. CA3. Dak, Davis Mills, Fields, Shaquille Barrett, Daniel Jones, Keenan Allen, Baselli, Derrick Henry, Ingram up for Arizona, Olave for the Saints, Herbie on the Men of Mastery disco, and Kenny Galladay. Whatever happened to old Kenny Galladay for the Giants. I do like that Herbie, though. All right. Where are you hiding, Brock? Brock Purdy, where are you? Etienne, Njoku, Anquan Bolden, McNabb, Max Crosby, Cameron Jordan, Big Play Slay, Breece Hall. I'll take that. Jordan Davis, Christian Watson for Green Bay. They're starting to come out now. We got Burrow on the montage. And what do we got here? Joe Montana. That one is 35 out of 75. We approve. We approve with a kid reporter. I know you do, Steve. And this one's going to Justin. I don't know if Justin's out there. Are you out there, Justin? I don't know if I saw him pop in here. We got Goff, Gabe Davis, Tunsil, Chase Young, Sanders, Derek Carr, Kendrick Bourne, Russell Wilson, Tyler Algier for the Falcons, James Cook for Buffalo, DeAndre Hopkins on the silver for Arizona, and a Christian Watson disco. That's pretty nice. Going to MGA. Yeah, silver D-Hop. Not too shabby. We got Amon-Ra, Poyer, Matt Ryan, Hunter Henry, Bayard, Hunter Renfrow, Montana, Cooper Kupp, Malik, Jeremy Ruckert, Kenneth Walker on the blue chips. I like that. And Calvin Austin again. What kind of box is he getting? That is 17 out of 50. Calvin Austin. And I do love Kenneth Walker, former Sparty. Burrow, Juju, CeeDee Lamb, Trey Lance, Randy, Ryan, Chris Carson, Kenneth Walker again, Kyle Gordon for the Bears, Romeo for Green Bay, Quay Walker on the disco for Green Bay, and a Ryan Tannehill for the Titans. I do like those discos. They got to give us one Brock, right? Vic, Rodgers, Marvin Jones, Galladay, Slater, Najee, Duvernay, Dak, Christian Kirk. We got Cameron Thomas for Arizona. Tristan Ebner for the Bears. Quinion Williams for the Jets on the mosaic, and a kid reporter. Myles Garrett, Patterson, Jamal Williams, Tua, Brandon Ayuk, Myers, Drew Brees, Bates, Jahan Dotson for Washington, Trent McDuffie. We got Tony Baselli for the Jags on the silver, and Jordan Davis for the Eagles on the disco. Singletary, Warren Moon, Mike Ditka, Dallas Goedert, Waller, Alexander, Sauce Gardner for the Jets. We like that. Logan Thomas, David Bell for Cleveland, Mafe for Seattle, Herbie Men of Mastery, Mike Ditka. How about that? Going to the Bears. Primo, 40 out of 75 on that one. That's a sick-looking card. Yeah, you're doing... The Bears are working hard for you today, Primo. For sure. For sure. All right, come on, Last Pack Magic. Clyde Edwards, Zeke, A.J. Terrell, Harrison Smith, Brad Johnson, Saquon, Josh Allen, Isaac Bruce, Drake London for Atlanta, Derek Stingley for Houston, Kenny Pickett again, and a Jerry Jeudy Disco for Denver to wrap that up. No Brock. I gotta admit, I'm bummed about that. Really wanted to see one. All right. We move on. 2023 Optic H2. Oh. Downtown, 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 downtown. All right. Never hurts to try. Never hurts to try. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. Gosh, it seems like 2023 class. So long ago. Parker Washington. Herman Moore. Best Tutties. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. And Will Anderson Jr. for Houston. Starting things off. Well, it's like a hobby. But Optic is high risk, high reward. Bruce Smith, Tucker Kraft going to the Green Bay Packers. We got Tank Dell, primary colors, and a Tyree Wilson for the Raiders. Yes, it was. And I think we got another one. Skoronsky. Oh, I'd forgotten. Chris Collinsworth on the silver. Broderick Jones for Pittsburgh this time. And a TJ Watt. All right, Pittsburgh. We got Anton Harrison, B.J. Ojulari for Arizona, Keaton Mitchell on the hidden potential for Baltimore, and a K-Dot. Yeah, I'd like to see CJ, Bryce, Puka. Who else you guys want to see here? Robinson for Baltimore. Burra, Will Levis with extra mayo, and a DJ Turner for the Bengals. Extra mayo. We got James Conner, Christian Gonzalez on the silver for New England, Mozzie for the boys, and a Jake Bobo for Seattle. Sorry, all I ever think of when I see him is those stupid mayonnaise commercials. Oh, hey. Jaden Reed. Oh, hello, everybody. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right, we got Marvin Mims. Aaron Donald. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ickey Woods for the Bengals. 2 out of 35. And there's Mrs.
Hello.
All right. Dorian Williams. Michael Vick on the retro. John Randall and a Michael Wilson for Arizona.
Base?
No. Sorry, give me a second here. All right. Now we are up to 2024. It's nice to have Mrs. Wise Guy here. Oh, does that mean you bombed? Oh, she bombed in the poker. Yeah, if you see her here, it's usually not a good thing. It's usually a bad thing.
Bad night on the belt. The virtual belt.
All right, we got Goff, Darnold, Chris Jones, Tyler Conklin, Herbie on the green, Edgar and Cooper, and a Spencer Rattler. Last team magic. Hey, it's not over till it's over, Eric. It's not over till it's over. We still got a Resurgence hobby box sitting up there, you know. Myles Garrett, Reggie Wayne, Krieg, Byron Murphy silver for Seattle, Jermaine Burton for the Bengals on the green, Marshawn Lloyd, and a Malik Neighbors on the emergent. Do you guys want to end on the Resurgence, or would you rather end on the Donruss Elite? Kind of torn. Laporta, Tom Flores, Diggs, Phil Simms on the silver for the Giants, Lawrence Taylor on the green for the Giants, Michael Penix, and a Jacob Cup. Yeah, I was thinking that. It seems weird to go out of order, but Resurgence can pack the biggest punch, so we will do that. It'd be nice to end on a big QB. Dexter, Drake London, Kobe Turner, Drew Brees, Cortland Sutton for Denver, Jordan Travis, and a Byron Murphy. We got a mem here? Yes. Sweat, Warner, Simmons. We got Don Beebe for Buffalo, AJ Barner, Jordan for Houston, RG, Drake May. We'll take that on the rookie gear. There you go, New England. You needed it. You needed it. You got it. That's going to Mr. B-Wax. Are you out there, B-Wax? I don't know if he made it in here. Amari Cooper, Jordan Love, Keith Byers, Lenny Moore, Blake Corum. We'll take that, Rams on the green. Keon Coleman for Buffalo, and a Khalil Mack on the hype. All right, time for some Donruss Elite. Yeah, I wish I'd been able to get Origins on release day, but I was not. We have to settle. We're settling. Although we did hit a Savion Williams 101. So you can get big things out of this. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. We got 10,000 packs here.
Great.
I knew saying that would get you to look. How many packs? Kamara. Jordan Love. Brian Branch. Puka. And, oh, good, a base pack. Thank you. Thank you, Panini. We really needed a base pack.
Okay, these are the craziest looking cards I've ever seen.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Krieg. Josh Jacobs. Drake May. Micah. And on the field vision, Kyron Williams for the Rams. 192 out of 799. For the Rams. Michael. We got Michael Penix, Kool-Aid, Witherspoon, Ed Reed, Curtis Rourke, 53 out of 96 for the 49ers, and a Kid Reporter. Chase Brown, Marvin Harrison, Charles Woodson, Joe Burrow, and Ricky White. That is 923 out of 999 for Seattle. Jared Verse, Josh Hines Allen, Malik Neighbors, DeForest Buckner. We got an auto. Good luck, guys. Cam Scatabo for the Giants. What is that? 310 out of 499. Going to the Giants. Cam Scatabo. Who had those Giants? Minnow Man. You've been pretty quiet, Minnow Man. Your patience paid off a little there for you. How you doing, Justin? Max Crosby. Dak. Tua. Mahomes. Bo Nix for Denver. That's 444 out of 799 on the Spellbound. I suppose if you're going to spell a player's name, Bo Nix is the one to go after, right? You only need 5 letters. I approve. Halfway there, yes. I approve that too. We're going on a cruise to Bermuda. Hopefully we avoid hurricanes. Ken Houston, Lad McConkey, Nick Bolton, Jalen Hurts, and CeeDee Lamb highlight for the Cowboys. 682 out of 799 for Dallas. That is fire. Jamar, Darrell Revis, Jefferson, Chuba, Keishawn Butte. I like how he condensed the auto. On card pen pals. But this is isn't this last year's? That's crazy. This is 2023? 2023. How does this show up 2 years later? That's wild. Yeah, 2 years. It's like they were like sweeping the floor and like, oh wait, we never put this in a product. We'll put it in this year's. All right. There you go, New England. I wonder if that means we're getting a bonus auto because we've been getting bonus autos out of these Donruss Elites. Will Anderson, Brock Bowers, Wesley Walls, Simmons, and Nick Bosa is 71 out of 99 going to the 49ers. Well, now that's interesting, Steve. They wanted to hide that, but I'm going to let everyone see it because that's a good theory. A redemption nobody ever claimed. That could be. I don't know how they decide those old ones that get put in. Dak, Tua, Mahomes, Ken Houston, and Ollie Gordon is 988 out of 999 going to the Dolphins. Darryl Green, James Cook, Andrews, Jaden. Hopefully see more of him later. Jaden Blue for the Cowboys, 353 out of 999. I don't know anything about Jaden Blue. And a kid reporter.
You haven't rated the Cordon Blue?
We're going to need some Blues clues. Yikes. I'll show myself out. We got Lambjack, Mike Allstott, Derrick Henry, Bryce Young, and Derrick Henry on the Spellbound. That is 279 out of 799 going to Baltimore. Yeah, that's a pretty good theory. I agree, Matt. I like that theory. That mean you don't like my theory of the guy sweeping the floor and finding it? I kind of like that theory. Stafford, Patrick Queen, Jamal Charles, Kyler Murray, Jaden Higgins going to the Texans, 32 out of 99. Going to Houston. I believe that's Savannah. It is Savannah. That also was solid. Thank you. Respect. Baker. We got Jason Taylor, Rome Odunze, James Conner, and Micah Parsons on the Elite deck. That is 202 out of 799. Kind of hard to see there, but it is numbered there on the side. Going to the Cowboys. Taysom Hill, Clinton Portis, Josh Allen, Michael Irvin. What do we got here? Full Throttle, Jonathan Taylor for Indy, 214 out of 799 on the Full Throttle. With a kid reporter behind it. Golden Tate, Phil Simms, Caleb, Brian Burns, and on the rookie elitist, that is 183 out of 199. Cam Ward going to the Titans. We approve. We approve this message. Yeah, I thought you would agree, Super. We got Dallas Turner, Joe Mixon, Eric Dickerson, Brian Urlacher, another spellbound. This time it's Saquon Barkley. That is 83 out of 799 going to the Eagles. Herbie, Myles Garrett, James Lofton, George Kittle. We got Jaden Higgins again. 363 out of 999 this time for Houston. You're getting all of them, Savannah. All the Jaden Higgins you could hope for. B-Wax, how you doing? We got PS2, Williams, Amon-Ra, Brian Robinson. Aha, another auto. We got a kid reporter. Good luck. This would be this year's class. Judkins for Cleveland on the Pen Pals. There you go, Cleveland. We like on-card autos. And from this year's class. Yeah, there you go, Super. We approve. I thought we'd get another one when I saw Butte in there. They've been pretty good with the bonus auto. TJ, Terry Bradshaw, Christian Gonzalez, T-Law, and we end on an Alvin Kamara, 51 out of 59, going to the Saints. Last team magic for Eric. Magic. All right, we got another hobby box to go, friends. And it's one of my favorites, Resurgence. 3 autos. One of them will be an RPA. And hopefully one of them will be one of these guys. Would be really nice. Let's see what they got for us today. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. Yes, well, I'm partial to this because I pulled the 1-of-1 Tom Brady Superfractor, so I'm partial. Joe Montana, Campbell, Barry, Michael Irvin, Ricky Pearsall on the Refractor, Marshawn Lloyd, Voltaic, Isaiah Davis for the Jets, and a Roman Wilson for Pittsburgh. Eric, can you believe it? That last team magic is something special. You watch old Spencer Rattler show up for you here. Thurman Thomas, Vic, Okoye, Jerry Rice, Jason Witten on the refractor, Adonai Mitchell Voltaic for Indy, Chris Braswell, and a Cote for the Rams. That's right. You can relax now, Eric. The sweating is over for you. Alvin Kamara took care of the heavy lifting. Thanks, Alvin Kamara. Kelsey, Brady, Peterson, Isaac Bruce, Jim McMahon. That is 25 out of 175. Primo just keeps on eating. Xavier Leggett on the circuit breakers. Jackson Powers Johnson and Sua Mataya for Casey.
You gonna get a night off tonight?
Yeah, he streams in the day. He works 9 to 5 now. Oh, that kind of feels extra thick. We'll set that aside. That might be our RPA there. It might. Seems like an odd place for it, though. Aikman, JJ, Marino, Drew Brees, Quinyon Mitchell on the refractor for the Eagles, Tony Dorsett, Glimmer and Gleam, Cole Bishop for Buffalo, and a Rook for the Falcons. Oh, Kimberly says hi. Yeah, she doesn't have her phone out, I don't think, right now. So she's not watching the chat. She's busy. She's focused. She's in the zone.
In the work zone.
Auto zone. Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Bob Greasy, Jamal Charles. We got Devin Hester, Terry Bradshaw, 59 out of 249. Eric All for the Bengals, and a Mims. I swear these two go back to back whenever I see them. Yeah, he's scary. He's scary, all right. Because he's like 97 and he won't retire.
Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah. Cribbs, Dent, Suggs, Herman Moore. We got Kurt Warner. That one is 118 out of 399. That one's going to Arizona. We got Revis for the Jets, Glimmer and Gleam, Taiki, and Fatanu for Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after the season, they're just going to lower Terry Bradshaw into a grave. This concludes the season. And he'll still be talking. Randall, Randy Moss, Revis, Harrison. Oh, what do we got here? Graham Barton for Tampa Bay, 4 out of 50 on the gold. That is definitely a good sign for our RPA. There you go, Darth Mako. Gold. Although, I don't know. He might have to work on that auto. I mean, that B looks a lot like a D. Or maybe a Q, Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it looks a lot like DQ to me.
Yeah, Dairy Queen.
Oh, man, that sounds so good.
Frank Gore on the Voltaic. Bub for the Saints. Bang. And a Patrick Paul for the Dolphins. I got so excited seeing Bub. Couldn't carry on.
No, I want Dairy Queen.
Oh, boy. Keekly, Peyton, Chris Carter, Keyshawn. We got Will Shipley on the refractor for the Eagles. Xavier Worthy on the circuit breakers. We approve. Braden Fisk for the Rams and a Jacob Cowling. Oh, nice, Steve. I'm glad Mrs. Wise Guy cannot read the chat because once she gets something in her head, I'm out of luck.
Now I'm coming in. I gotta know. You can't hide from me.
She's coming in hot.
I'm coming in hot. Oh, sorry.
Whoa, calm down over there, Mrs.
I'm coming hot.
Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Randy Moss, Champ Bailey refractor, Troy Aikman on the conductors, McCaffrey, and a Nate Wiggins. I feel like this is going to be an auto. Let's see. Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Egrin James, Mason Smith, 11 out of 275 for the Jags. Bo Jackson, Glimmer and Gleam, Jatavian Sanders, and a Terrian Arnold for the Lions. Seems like the Lions have been awfully quiet, but the Bears have shown up for you, Primo. Not quite, Steve. Not quite. All right, this should be an auto, right? We've only hit one auto, so we should be an auto here. Good luck, everybody. We got Marshall, Lawrence, Jerome, Eddie George, Brock Bowers. We'll take that. Brock Bowers on the auto for the Raiders. Malachi Corley for the Jets, 84 out of 149. Mason Smith and a Jalen Wright. We approve. Who had those Raiders today? Fire. Are you out there, Fire? Nice hit. I don't know what that means for our RPA, though. I don't know what that means. What do you guys think that means for our RPA? What are we looking at here? Topps is very good at balancing. We have a gold Barton, a Brock Bowers. How do you balance that? How do you balance that out? Spencer Rattler. I'm going to laugh at Spencer Rattler. All right, Hines Ward, Will Levis, Flutie, Singletary. We got Leofow for the boys. Lassiter for Houston. Michael Pratt on the conductors. Better not be Michael Pratt. Good luck, guys. It is Malachi Corley going to the Jets. How about that, AD? Malachi Corley. I figured a QB was out of the question when we got Brock Bowers. You did get something in this, B-Wax. Give me a second. I'll do a recap. I think you had a Drake May patch, I think. If I remember right. All right, let's see here. We're going to do this. How are we going to do this? I'll put you at the back, Brock. All right. Appreciate you guys.
Before you do that, do you have any extra top loaders over there?
Yes. So need more? More?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you guys. If you had a rough break, I will help you out. And I'll try to get this all shipped out tomorrow. Malachi Corley on the RPA for the Jets. Malachi Corley out of 149. Jets did all right. There he is. Drake May on the rookie gear. Going to B-Wax. Emergent Malik Neighbors. We had Icky Woods for the Bengals was 2 out of 35. Mike Ditka for the Bears. Primo, 40 out of 75. Quay Walker on the disco. We had Calvin Austin III was 17 out of 50. Kenneth Walker on the blue chips. Christian Watson disco. Joe Montana was 35 out of 75. Herbie on the disco, men of mastery. Calvin Austin III, no huddle auto. Trent McDuffie for Kansas City was 1 out of 10 on the gold. Kyle Pitts, Graham Barton gold, 4 out of 50 on that one for Darth Mako. Jim McMahon out of 175. Leggett Circuit Breakers, Adonai Mitchell Voltaic. Ricky Parasol on the refractor. Ricky White out of 999 for Seattle. Rourke out of 96. 96, weird number. Going to 49ers. Kyron Williams for the Rams out of 799. We had a Blake Corum for the Rams on the green. Michael Penix. Herbie Green. Mozzie. Broderick Jones. Drake London Silver. Fields was out of 399. Fields again. Jalen Waddle. T-Law was out of 199. Fields again. Fields on the Prism Black. Fields out of 399. Devontae on Donruss Elite. Jamar Chase. Mason Smith out of 275 for the Jags. Xavier Worthy Circuit Breakers. Kurt Warner out of 399 for Arizona. Terry Bradshaw out of 249. We had Alvin Kamara for the Saints out of 59. Judkins on the Pen Pals for the Browns. Higgins out of 999. Saquon out of 799. Cam Ward out of 199. Jonathan Taylor out of 799. Micah was out of 799 on the Elite deck. Higgins out of 99 for Houston. Derrick Henry out of 799. Jadon Blue out of 999 for the Cowboys. Ollie Gordon out of 999 for the Dolphins. Nick Bosa out of 99. Butte, 2 years later on the Pen Pals, going to New England. CeeDee Lamb High Life out of 799. Bo Nix out of 799. Cam Scatterbo for the Giants out of 499. And a Brock Bowers for the Raiders to wrap it up.